I ain't never took from them, right? I always bless. But why cow? Keep saying that, white, though. Know what I'm saying? Why cow? Keep saying that, bro. Like everybody producer, all the folk like that. Don't pay, bro. Right, bro. I had some incidents early on. Yeah, because I was really young in this. I ain't know no better. Streets and in New Orleans, you know that name way before there was rap, before there was a Cash Money Records. That name held weight. You know, my mama went to school with him. My mama was so scared for me to even be involved with him. Wow. You and Wayne had like a kiss thing going on. Facts. I know you got a child. You probably kiss him. He probably got a son, and you kiss him. Yeah. You heard me? I always looked at Wayne as my son. So Birdman is finally setting the record straight on his fallout with Lil Wayne. And it looks like these two still haven't resolved their issues after all these years. Last year, there were reports that Baby and Wheezy squashed their beef. And they even posted photos from a studio session saying they're cool now. But turns out there's still a lot of weird tension. Wayne recently walked off a stage while Birdman was talking at a reunion show, and Birdman said Wayne didn't want to perform with him at Essence Festival. Now, as most of you probably know, the talk's been that Birdman never paid Wayne what he was owed. And now Birdman is finally coming clean about how much he really owes Wezzy. So let's break it down. Locked up for 9 years. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So Birdman recently addressed his ongoing drama with Lil Wayne during an interview on the Big Facts podcast, and he claimed that they resolved their issues and that Wayne is still like a son to him. According to Baby, Wayne asked for $30 million, but he gave him $20 million on top of that in hopes of squashing their beef. I ain't never took from them. I always bless. But why Trey keep saying that, Richard, though? You know what I'm saying? Why keep saying that, wah, bro? Like everybody producer, all these folk like, man, that, yeah, don't pay, bro. I had some incidents early on. Yeah, because I was really young in this. I ain't know no better. But every problem I had, I cleared it up. Oh, you saying any buy that ever felt like they got why up, I cleared it up. I paid any that got you heard me? Because I was young, but I remember I'm telling you I'm 20 years old. Yeah. So a lot of happened early on. I just ain't know. But when that had any problem from my son on down and I gave him $50 million, I cleared it up, bro, because I ain't want my name like that. Especially with Wayne. That's like I'm nothing without this dude. Like that I didn't want, but it happened. But I aired that out well. But judging by how Wayne's been moving lately, he's still not ready to put the past behind him. Back in March, Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys walked right off stage while Baby was in the middle of a speech. And if you've been paying attention, Wayne still sneak his Birdman in his music to this day. And it's clear that they will never be what they once were. Birdman did Wezzy bad, and some stuff you just can't forgive. It seems Wezzy is doing this hot boy stuff to help his brothers out for the money, but he clearly doesn't have time for Birdman. So, what really happened between Baby and Wheezy? Is it really just about money or something more personal? Special. Delivery 2. How you doing, Wayne? So, Lil Wayne and Birdman first met when Wayne was just 8 years old. Birdman quickly became a mentor to Wheezy, whose dad left the family when Wayne was a toddler. Birdman was already a local legend at the time, and Wayne used to leave rap lines on his answering machine trying to impress him with his skills. Now, at first, Wayne's mom, Jacka Carter, wasn't on board with their relationship, but after her second husband, Wayne's stepdad, Reginald McDonald, aka Rabbit, was tragically killed, she changed her mind. So, just 3 years after they met, 11-year-old Wayne signed with Birdman's Cash Money Records as part of the duo BGs, and that kicked off nearly 2 decades of a father-son dynamic that shaped the rap game. But after almost 20 years of that close bond, things started to crack publicly in 2014. After the Carter 5 was delayed from its original release date, Wayne blew up Twitter straight up, calling out Birdman and blaming him for holding back the album. Wheezy also claimed he wanted out of the label and even compared himself to a prisoner, saying his creativity was being locked down. This is what Wayne wrote. To all my fans, I want you to know that my album won't and hasn't been released because Baby and Cash Money refused to release it. This is not my fault. I am truly and deeply sorry to all my fans, but most of all to myself and my family for putting us in this situation. I want all off this label and nothing to do with these people. But unfortunately, it ain't that easy. I'm a prisoner, and so is my creativity. Again, I am truly sorry, and I don't blame y'all if you're fed up with waiting for me in this album, but thank you. But that was just the beginning. Wayne dropped Sorry for the Wait 2 mixtape on January 20th, 2015, where he repeatedly dissed Birdman and Cash Money Records on the track Coco. Wheezy raps. Who kept this is together? Me. That's who. Who was there when ninjas left? Me. That's who. Cash Money is an army. I'm a one-man army. He also says, the garden's full of snakes, so I had to escape. And then he blasts the idea that he's Birdman's mini-me, rapping Birdman Jr., more like Ugly Duckling. But Wayne didn't stop at disses. The same month, Sorry for the Wait drop, Wayne hit Cash Money with a $51 million lawsuit. Wayne wanted out of his contract, accusing Birdman of holding back a huge chunk of his money. He also asked the court not only to end his deal, but to give him the rights to keep working with Nicki Minaj and Drake. In the meantime, Wheezy continued to publicly diss Baby and Cash Money. About 2 months after he filed the lawsuit, Wayne took a shot at Birdman on the Up Next cypher released by him and Young Money Entertainment. Wayne rapped, I thank y'all for my hitman and tell Pac I'm a big fan. I sing Dear Mama to my dear mama and sing Hit 'em Up to my daddy bitch. And then, in another concert in April 2015 in Jacksonville, Florida, Wayne yelled out on stage, F Cash Money, Cash Money. And after that, things took a very dark turn. The beef between Wayne and Cash Money escalated into something far more dangerous when there was an actual attempt on Wayne's life. After performing at Compound nightclub in Atlanta on April 26, 2015, Wayne left the venue in his tour bus with his fellow artists Lil Twist and Hood. As they drove onto the highway, another vehicle pulled up and opened fire, riddling the bus with bullets. But luckily, no one was injured. Shots were fired at the tour bus of Grammy-winning rapper Lil Wayne on the 26th of April. Footage from the NBC affiliate in Atlanta, Georgia, showed several bullet holes in the side of the bus, but no injuries were reported. The station said that the shots were fired at the bus as it was traveling through Cobb County, Georgia. Investigators later identified the shooter as Jimmy Carlton Winfrey, also known as Pee Wee Roscoe, a known associate of Young Thug. And since, at the time, Thug had a close relationship with Birdman, this fueled speculation that the attack might have been connected to the ongoing feud between Baby and Wheezy. And while the trial over the tour bus shooting was still underway, and Wayne and Birdman weren't speaking, Wayne shocked fans by signing a streaming deal with Jay-Z's company, Tidal. Through the deal, he dropped his highly anticipated Free Wheezy album, where he again took shots at Birdman on the track He's Dead. The move also made Wayne an artist owner at Tidal. Meanwhile, Birdman fired back by suing Jay-Z and Tidal for $50 million over the album's release. And that's when things got even messier. New legal documents revealed that Wayne was trying to push Birdman out of Young Money. When Wayne launched Young Money Entertainment under Cash Money Records, he owned 49%, while Birdman's Cash Money controlled 51%. And in the new filings, Wayne accused Birdman of withholding royalties from Young Money artists. And on top of all that, Wayne also accused Birdman of taking over half of the $100 million advance UMG had given to Young Money, which they had previously agreed to share. And get this, just weeks after he filed those documents, Lil Wayne got jumped after his performance at Club Live in Miami. Someone threw drinks at him, and it was later alleged that Birdman and his crew were seated in the VIP section area where the drinks were launched. Now, keep in mind that the delay of the Carter 5 is what made the feud between Wayne and Birdman public. But the problems actually went back much further. Cash Money had a long history of money disputes, late payments, missing royalties, and questionable business practices. Birdman and his brother Ronald Slim Williams were in charge, and several artists had issues with how they ran things. Now, Wayne was the only one to take legal action, but others like Tega, Manny Fresh, and producer Bangladesh also spoke out about not getting paid what they were owed money. But as long as y'all in existence, y'all might have to break bread with Manny Fresh. You know what I'm saying? And if it was just a simple concept of give this man his money, we would be all right. I went out, got a song from Wayne, Cash Money boycotted the song. And it's just like 35 of them had a problem with you. The same problem, the same issue. But then things started to shift, and in 2016, reports appeared in the media that Birdman and Wheezy decided to put all those issues behind them. Fast forward to August 2018, and at the Lil Louisiana Fest, Birdman came on stage to apologize to Wayne. Number 1, music. Can I say so? Damn, bro. It feels amazing, bro. To be home, bro. With my son. I love that. I don't know what y'all know, but I know what I know. And I know how I feel about what I know. I knew this day was going to come, but I ain't. Know when it was going to come. But this, Kakrti, right here, the best, Chakra, the realest, the illst. And I wanted to apologize to my worldwide to let him know that. You that. Put his life in my hands, and I'ma keep it real with that. We going to do this till the day we die. It's why I'm C for debt. You hear me? Around the same time, Wayne finally reached a settlement with Birdman, Cash Money Records, and Universal Music Group. And all sides agreed to dismiss the lawsuit. And while exact details were not publicized, one insider told The Blast that Universal wrote a big check to Wayne to settle the suit and that none of the money came from Birdman. Now, Birdman is claiming that he eventually gave Wayne even more than what he asked for, but fans are saying the main issue here is that everyone had to take Birdman to court to see their money. And it's also the way he tries to spin it like he was doing these artists a favor. Giving an artist money that you technically owe them is not blessing them. It's giving them what they rightfully earned. But there's another even more disturbing side of the story. For some fans, the money might not be the whole picture. There's been long-standing speculation that the real reason Wayne still keeps his distance from Birdman, despite the legal issues being settled, is something more personal that allegedly happened when Wayne was young. These rumors get tied to those old videos of Birdman kissing a teenage Wayne on the lips, which Birdman later brushed off as a sign of father-son love. Okay, there go my son right here. Special delivery too. Special delivery. You all right? Big laugh. How you doing? My bad. Got the whole family. You and Wayne had like a kiss thing going on. Facts. I know you got a child. You probably kiss him. You probably got a son and you kiss him. Yeah. You hear me? I always looked at Wayne as my son. And I always looked at it like because I was in the streets and I thought this might be the last time they ever see me. That's where that lyrics came from. Started from, and I always today look at Wayne as my child. I was his father when he didn't have a father since he was 9 years old. And I love him like my own, and I give my life for him, and I'll take a life for him. And while there's never been concrete proof of anything weird going on, a lot of Wheezy fans still feel some type of way about this. One fan said, Lil Wayne was absolutely groomed by Birdman, period. During the 106 and Park episode, when Wayne said he was the only one who kisses Birdman, he was serious, almost offended. This is probably because he was groomed so much that he almost had a Stockholm Syndrome type response. I can only imagine how bad the abuse really was. This is just the tip of the iceberg. And someone else wrote, all I see of their relationship is predator and prey. No different from R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Disgusting. So, what do you think is really going on here? Is Wayne still holding on to the money drama? Or do you think something way worse was done to him that he'll never forgive? Drop your thoughts in the comments and I'll catch you in this next video. Hey, 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 hey.